Hello, darling. Welcome to Shamanic Heartspace. My name is Nancy, and as always, I'm going to be talking to you about a moon. This one, it will be the Cancer new moon on the 5th of July, 2024. Yeah, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm not an astrologer. I just receive information about collective energy. So not everything will resonate at any one time necessarily. But do feel free to go back and re-listen because different things would resonate at different times. And we are in the middle of quite a big, I'm going to call it a portal, a doorway of two Capricorn full moons with this Cancer nestled in the middle, which is really giving us an awful lot to look at and dive into. So I hope I can be of some service to you and perhaps help you get a handle on what you're feeling, what you're going through at this time. So let's jump in, shall we? If you're new here, welcome. Yawning is part of my thing when I channel information. All right, so new moons often mean the beginning of something. And with this one being in Cancer, it will be in the Cancer parts house of your chart where you've got that activated. So that can also help as a signpost for you. Very easy to get the chart done for free online. So this is a check-in on yourself. You've probably already been feeling it, but where perhaps some vulnerability has come up and where your needs aren't being met. So it's a great opportunity to check in on yourself, to rest, to listen to yourself. It's quite a private energy. You don't want people to see you without your shell on your back, perhaps. And that's absolutely fine. We all need to go into ourselves sometimes, and actually a lot of people could benefit from doing it more frequently. But this theme of wasting energy, overspending energy, if you like, is still continuing, and the Cancerian vibes are very much about that. So the question that's coming up is, where do you go in order to receive? Do you fill your cup up before you try to give to everybody else? So in amongst all of this, there's something coming up about trust and intuition, which is no surprise. I mean, Cancer's a water sign anyway, but because we're in this moment of very fast evolutionary shift, jump, up, expansion, we're really being asked to trust ourselves, what's authentic for us, our intuition, to get our discernment on point. Yeah, and knowing which direction to go in, knowing what to let go of. What makes you feel safe, secure? Where is your home? Getting your energy matched as well, so that you're not in situations that are draining you too much, or at least you know how to refill your tank. I'm extremely introvert, so I need a lot of time on my own, doing my own thing, especially if I've been out with people. So that may be you. That may be coming up a lot. So, yeah, ask yourself, who are you sharing space with? Who are you doing energetic file transfers with on the daily? This might need some looking at. It's a time to really come home, to receive. Fill yourself up first. doing whatever you need to do in order to reset, because we're in this moment of reset between the two full moons. Go and check out my other podcasts and my blogs as well if you want to know more about that. That we're in a lunar reset where things should get back in step, whereas we've been on the back foot for a while. And this energy here with this new moon feels strong, feels personal, feels like a powerful inner process. Actually, there's a lot of feminine energy coming through here, nothing to do with gender and all of that, just that feeling the emotions, allowing them to flow, feeling creative, allowing that to also flow. You may be feeling, thinking, perceiving a lot around safety with others. Maybe what you are revealing. How we open up as well, and who we open up to. What connections and attachments are safe and what aren't, essentially. So, I mean, yeah, definitely in this window of opportunity, there is a lot around relationships. I've just written about that in a blog. So yeah, how do you share yourself? How are you getting your needs met? Discovering what's hidden. But also, yeah, what's hidden behind what you're giving, or what you have been giving. So not all acts of kindness are altruistic, right? So come home, listen to yourself. Have there been some ulterior motives behind perhaps acts of kindness or giving your energy away? Feeling resentful if it's not returned to you in the same way? These sorts of depths that we're going to, deeply in the unconscious and coming up so that we can clear them out and be freer and lighter. And getting the image of Little Red Riding Hood in the forest, but the Angela Carter version. if you know what I'm talking about, you know. So yeah, but at the same time, there's a softness here. It's kind of keeping things personal, secrecy, privacy, but not in a malicious way. Just being quiet. New moon energy, low energy. I would imagine a lot of people are going to feel like sleeping in the run up to this new moon and during it. And if that's how you feel, then absolutely do that, you know. We're getting this small pit stop before some big revelations, quick decisions, sudden movement, like emphasis on small rest here. So take it while you can. And this may not affect you in a massive way, but equally it could do. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot on the cards as we move through the rest of this year. So it's really important that we're taking care of our own needs. That's what I mean. Things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. And we all have to take responsibility, radical responsibility, for maintaining our boundaries, for taking care of our emotional state, our well-being in every sense of the word. And if there are people, places, or situations that are not serving that, I'm afraid it's time to let those go, you know. So, seeing a lot of water. I mean, of course, it's watery, it's emotional, but also relax a little, you know. You don't need to push against the tide. You don't need to push down your emotions or push them away. So what can you do to relax the nervous system, to self-soothe? I'm a big believer in the shamanic journeying, or in meditation, sound baths, rituals, all these things. And that's why it's a huge part of my work. So the message here is your needs will be met if you can trust and relax and receive. And of course, you can drop the anxiety then, but that is going to come from taking care of yourself. Once you're in the energetic frequency and vibration of taking care of yourself, you will attract other people, places, and situations that will also put your needs as a priority. So there are some big life changes, world changes, universal galactic changes unfolding, and we can trust that, although it might seem a little bit a bit scary, a bit roller coaster-y sometimes. We can trust it. This is the natural process of things, and everything is happening as it should. And I'm aware that there are some terrible things happening in the world, and that doesn't mean by any stretch that I don't care. But for me, getting stressed out about it, allowing myself to get into fear and sadness rather than projecting love and whatever I can in the higher frequencies, that's gonna hold the oneness in greater stead, shall I say. That's not bypassing. There's a big difference between the two. It's another conversation. So patience, feminine energies, allowing flow, acceptance, allowing your body to release emotions that are pent up. A lot of people could either gain emotional weight during this time or lose it. It depends on where you're at. So will feel easier if you can remain a little bit detached and just the observer of where you're at right now or what's happening right now. As you're here listening to this, you're probably already seeing things differently, and it's very likely that these changes that are gonna come our way are welcome, really, because you're ready to grow, you're ready to expand, you're ready to take the next step and be you in your greatest, fullest expression. And whatever it is that pops up for you, you might not have been expecting it, sure, but after some thought and just being with that for a while, perhaps realizing that, hey, this is okay, actually, this is for the best, actually. And then this opens up ways into new things, much fresher things, more exciting, forward movement. So whatever is stagnant in your life and not serving you, leaving that behind and moving into really more crystal clear waters and elevated state. So what I'm seeing here is whatever was cut off or shut down, there is an opposing positive energy. Of course there is. That's the structure of the universe. So that's where you're going to find yourself with this in the extreme opposite, much better position. Might take a bit of mind organization, but it'll be worth it. So just keep coming back to your center. And this is a very sensitive time. You might take things very personally. You might want to close under a hard shell. Other people might take things you say and do very personally as well. So you might be on the receiving end of them letting you know and it taking you by surprise because it was never your intention. But let's all just really try and be soft now. Soft with ourselves, soft with each other. Allow for vulnerability, opening up to vulnerability. Be surprised. Maybe you'd be surprised, maybe you wouldn't be surprised, when you show parts of yourself that you think no one else is going to want to see, or you might be judged for, how other people will open up their beautiful hearts as well. And this is what is really important right now as a species. And this will then allow us to support one another and let go of the thoughts and the fears that are holding us back. Also, maybe a lot of old memories and emotions could come to the surface during this time. Will come with the revelations. So I'm going to invite you to not attach a story, to not hold on. It's just come up so it can be released, not so that you can turn it into a big tea party, okay? So yeah, as this time moves forward, a lot of flowing, a lot of release from the past, and anything that's been holding you back, revelations. This is a reset, and things will start moving in a forward motion. So if there is a lot of baggage, you're going to be required to let go of that baggage, which can be difficult if you're not used to it, or even if you are used to it. Some things can really take you off guard, but hopefully you've got some of those practices in place that help to keep you happy and buoyant and positive. Or even if you're not feeling that fantastic, your practices can just help keep you on track so that you can keep going and you don't just drown in your own, emotions. So yeah, you might want to think about a new self-care routine even. And this is a resetting moon, so new beginnings, new cycle of achievements, new. Beautiful. So yeah, my advice is take a rest. It does look like you're gonna need energy for the second Capricorn full moon, which of course will come 2 weeks after the new moon. So this is, got the potential to feel very powerful. I'm seeing this again about humans having past life memories, having to deal with the emotions around that, especially where what we call Atlantis is concerned. So it could feel like a lot, it could feel overwhelming. If that's you, I understand completely, and you're not alone, and you're not losing it. Just breathe, move, meditate, make space for your emotions wherever you're at, whatever you're going through. It's, self-care is a full-time job. But yeah, I hope that this is a beautiful time. Either way, even if it's not easy, it can still be beautiful, right? I've got loads of resources available on Patreon, on my website, meditations to calm the nervous system, a whole container for Mercury retrograde throughout August, Kambo ceremonies to heal the body, heart and mind, plant medicine, tinctures, handmade by me in my Etsy shop. So yeah, there's also, you can still come to the ayahuasca retreat in Peru in October. So feel free to give me a call if you're feeling the call, and we'll take it from there. So I'm very grateful for you being here. Thank you for listening. I hope more than anything that you have found it helpful in some way. I am going to end this transmission here, but if you want more support and supportive rituals, plants, crystals that may help you through any lunar phase, You can get that through Spotify subscribers and on Patreon /Shamanic Heartspace. You can check that out. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with somebody, because I know that it can be really tough out there right now. I'm feeling it myself. I've also got a blog where I write about plant medicines and anything I feel to write about at this stage of evolution. So you can have a read of that if you like. It's all going to be in the description box for you. But thank you so much for listening, and I hope again that it's helped somehow in some way with your personal journey. I really appreciate you sharing this time with me. So I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. My name is Nancy, and this is Shamanic Heartspace. I hope to see you soon.